Hello, and welcome to another episode of Workforce Watercooler. I am so excited because our special guest today is Miss Laura Torres. She's a colleague, a good friend. She is a wonderful person, and I'm just so excited to have you here today, Laura. What has been going on with you?
Oh, thank you for that introduction, Leslie. I appreciate it. Um, my niece had a baby, and I am
Oh,
so excited.
babies are pretty awesome.
They are. They just bring out all sorts of feelings. And she's
So
so
what did she
tiny.
have? Boy or girl?
She had a girl, and her name is Giselle.
Very nice. Very pretty. Very pretty. Um, so that's pretty big news. I don't have huge news. It's been pretty calm on the home front, but that's okay. I'll take calm any day of the week. My son James, he started playing the guitar. I want to say maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago at the most. And he has an account on TikTok where it's just him and playing the guitar. And I'm not on TikTok. I'm an old lady. I'm not on TikTok, but he will share posts with me. And so he's chronicling his progress as a musician, and he'll play and all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to say the number of followers because I know I'll be wrong, and I know he'll be like, no, that's not right. But I'm thinking he's got like, thousands of followers. And, I'm like, you need to utilize that because, he is very interested in music. I'm like, use that to your advantage if you want to, if you want to move forward in that industry. You've got a good start. Why, let's see if you can take it further. So, social media is one thing. Your area of expertise is, still related to the internet, but it's not really social media. Laura is the program manager for Commonwealth Coders, and it's a web development course. What does that mean?
It is computer coding. So you create the web pages that you like to shop on, that you like to browse, that you like to, look up books. That is what web development is. What we teach lends itself for those folks that are creatively inclined, with the fonts and the color schemes and color coordination. It also lends itself to those that are technically inclined that code line by line to make the website function. So we teach you the introductions to the languages that are highly sought after, which is Python and JavaScript, as well as HTML and CSS, which is in every website out there. We introduce you to the basics of those languages to get you started.
Okay. The majority of what you said there at the end, I was just like, okay, you're talking in another language to me. I have no idea what you're talking about. So, for example, I have zero experience with web development. And I'm thinking back to, now I'm working for the board, but for a while, when the kids were younger, I was a stay-at-home mom. And, I had time during the day, where I could be doing something, like doing something for me. If someone's watching this and they have zero experience with web development, they're like me, they don't know what any of that stuff is that you just said, why should they look into this program and apply?
It will take your creativity to the next level. If you're a stay-at-home mom, like you mentioned, and you do any sort of crafts, you rearrange your cupboard, that is what coding is in a very layman's terms, because you have to put things in order. It has to be in a sequence. And so even if you don't have any experience, this class is designed for folks like that. We start off with the very, very introductory basics. And the advantage of this class is there is a live instructor. You will be interacting with the instructor as if you were in a classroom. And you will be,
So hang on. So like in the classroom itself, the setup is similar to like what we're doing right now.
yes, yes. You'll see a bunch of little phases. And for those that are old enough, like the Brady Bunch, bunch of little squares, and you see everybody's face.
Oh, so you see all the different people in class,
Yes.
and then you see the instructor.
Yes.
And so it's not like a taped kind of thing. I can ask a question. I can, do whatever. Okay. All right.
Yes.
That helps. Okay.
Yep, you're able to contribute to the class. You're able to interact with your classmates, and it just provides for a very nurturing, positive, and supportive environment. Our age groups have ranged from 18 years old up into, mid 50s, a range of ages, male, female, beginner, intermediate, that sort of uh, student base.
Okay. So to put it very candidly, if I were to sign up for this program and I get accepted and I'm a student first day as a Commonwealth Coder, one of my concerns, if I were in this position, one of my concerns is I'm going to look stupid.
And that is
how would you respond to that?
You're not. We have all been in this boat before, myself included. I've taken the class and I was just like you with zero experience in coding, and I had those same feelings. But my instructor at that time made it, again, so supportive and so welcoming I don't have a word for it, but just the basics of it. And once you put your first line of code and you see it pop up on the screen, there's no feeling that beats that. It's just such a sense of accomplishment. And it's just like starting anything new. It takes practice and you are going to be nervous, but you have people there that are going to support you, are going to guide you. We have support staff that are there to tutor you once class is over if you need that additional help. We are available through messaging. We are available for one-on-one tutoring, and we are there to help you succeed. We know that some of our students do come in with that zero knowledge, but we are there to help you, guide you, and support you through your journey. We want you to be successful.
So if I were a student, I complete this, and you said it's 16 weeks?
It is 16 weeks
Okay.
of intensive training, yes.
Okay. So I complete this 16 weeks of training. What do I do next? What possibilities are out there once I complete this course and, I'm qualified to be a junior web developer? What kinds of things might I be able to do then after this training?
Well, let me touch on the training a little bit more. It is 16 weeks. It is intensive. Every day builds up on the previous day's lessons. You have group projects, you have individual projects. But besides the coding, with this class, we also help you with your resume. We help you create a professional LinkedIn profile. We help you with soft skills such as communication, presentation, working in a team environment. So we try to equip you and give you all of the tools necessary to go out and find employment. As far as what you would be able to do once you're done with the class, we collaborate closely with the local career centers to give you job leads and assist you in your job search. You should be able to start off as a junior web developer designing websites. We have found that a lot of our students have taken the self-employment route by creating their own business and going out and looking for projects to work on. They visited their local dentist, their local hairdresser, the local veterinary. They've gone to lawyers and attorneys' offices to build those websites. So you have two avenues. You can take the self-employment route, or you can work closely with the Career Center to help you find employment. And this does lend itself to remote work, as you touched on earlier, for some stay-at-home moms, or even those high school graduates that are thinking, they graduated in May, they're still kind of thinking, figuring out what they want to do. This would be a great way to find out if you like computer coding. And we do work with the career centers to be able to fund this class. For those that qualify and meet the criteria, it could be provided at a zero cost. And isn't that great to have a career path where you're not going to have any debt and be able to find employment afterwards and work from home possibly? I think that's pretty good.
Gosh, yeah. So for those people that qualify, and I guess like you have criteria, different criteria that you go through to see if you would qualify for funding for this program.
Yes.
And if you do, then the class is paid for. You don't have to pay anything. But what if I have a crappy computer and I'm limited by what I can do based on just, here's my circumstance. This computer is not good.
Well, fortunately, this program gives you the opportunity to have a laptop loaned out to you while you're enrolled in the class. Now, you do have to give it back once the course is over, but while you're enrolled in the class, you will be provided a laptop to use. And it comes ready for you to, turn it on, log in, and start working on the course. All the programs that are needed are already uploaded on there. If you have your own personal computer, that's fantastic. You can use that as your second monitor, which it's not needed, but it is encouraged. We have found that students have liked that duality of having a monitor and then having our laptop to use.
Okay. Well, so if you qualify the class, the web development Commonwealth Coders class, if you qualify, costs nothing. You get what kind of computer do you get to use?
It's a MacBook.
Okay, All right, so you get a MacBook provided for the duration of the class, so it's got to be returned at the end. So, pretty much, at least my takeaway from this is if you have the time during the day, so what is the class time from when to when,
Oh, yeah,
like
sorry,
during the
I forgot
day?
to mention that. Yep, it is from 8:30 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, Central Standard Time. So it is
Okay,
a pretty full day. It is a big commitment, but it's only 16 weeks.
okay. And this may be a silly question, but I have to ask because as you may have noticed, I like I like Sonic. Is there a break in the middle of the day? Are you allowed to, like, is there a lunch break? Because that's a long day.
It is a long day, and we do provide breaks. There is a lunch hour that you're able to take during the day, and then there is two 15-minute breaks that break up the morning session. You have lunch, and then another 10, 15-minute break in the afternoon to break up that afternoon session. You need to stretch your legs. You need to go and get some
Right.
fresh air, get those motors running again. So yes, we provide opportunity for that.
Okay, good, good. So, I mean, honestly, it it sounds like applying would, it definitely wouldn't hurt anything. What happens once I fill out the application? What happens next? If I'm just curious and I'm like, hey, I might want to try this, I'm going to fill out this application. What happens after I fill it out?
It comes to me, and I will get in contact with you to answer any of those questions or concerns that you may have. And if you decide that you want to move forward with the program, then I will be with you there every step of the way, keeping up to date with the whole enrollment process. But I will be the one reaching out to you, so it's not where you're just going to be sending out your application and you won't hear anything back, or you won't
Mhm.
get a live person. I myself will personally give you a call back and get in contact with you. So it's very important to put in the correct phone number and your correct email address, because that is how
Awesome.
I will
Yes.
communicate with you.
Yes. So, and one last question. Um, how will I know if I qualify for funding? Because if I fill out the application, I don't know if I'm going to qualify. So what is that like?
That qualification process goes through the Career Center, and it's similar to applying for any community-based benefit. But again, I will be there to keep you updated and to guide you through that process. They have their own set of criteria that you need to meet and documentation that you need to submit. But again, I will be there to help you out with that.
Okay. So I fill out the application and then you get in contact with me. You, Laura Torres, get in contact with me directly. And, we talk about what the class is. You answer my questions. And then if I think I want to try it, then you can also help connect me with the Career Center so I can find out, hey, will this be paid for? So that up front, right? Like it's not going to be a surprise at the end. Oh, you owe us thousands of dollars, right?
Yes, correct. Yes, you will know upfront if you qualify for funding or not. If you don't qualify for funding, this is available to every resident in the state of Kentucky. If you don't qualify for funding, there is a cost. The cost of the course is $4,800. And I know that sounds like a lot, but compared to other courses with a similar time frame and the similar course content, you are looking anywhere from $10,000 and up to
Mm-hmm.
get this type of training. So $4,800 is pretty competitive for a course like this and what you're going to be learning.
All right. Well, this has been extremely informative. I appreciate your time. I know that the class is scheduled to start fairly soon, right?
Yes, it's actually right around the corner. January 30th is the first day of class. So I would highly recommend to fill out that no obligation interest form to get your questions answered and to talk to me and find out what your options are.
Right. And
CommonwealthCoders.com.
is there a deadline for applications? Like when's the absolute latest I could apply?
Next week, January 23rd would be the last week because we do need enough time to get your documentation in and to figure out if you qualify for funding so that there isn't that surprise, like you said, of, oh, well, you don't
Yeah.
qualify or XYZ. But yes, January 23rd is the last day to apply. So I highly recommend.
But that is the absolute last day. So it would be to everyone's advantage to go ahead and fill out the interest form now. So you
Yeah.
know sooner rather than later, is this course going to be paid for?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
If you decide, oh, I don't think this is for me, then okay, you're not put on some sort of spam list where, where that information is sent out.
Not at all.
We're just trying to connect people to opportunities, especially people living in rural areas, and they need to be in one location, whether it's for childcare, elder care, whatever the reason may be. They need to be in one spot, and this would be a tremendous opportunity, to learn something while you're there at home, and you're getting live access. It's not like a pre-recorded thing. You're getting live access, interaction, career help, and Laura herself promised it will not be scary. So first day will not be scary. Um, Even if you do not have web development experience, it's okay. It's okay. It's a new year. I would encourage people to, hey, let's try something new. As you said, a lot of people are starting their own businesses after this. I mean, that's pretty awesome to be able to create your own web design business after a 16-week course.
Yes, yes, it is. It's fantastic, and it gives you that opportunity, that flexibility that we all need sometimes if we have families, if we have children, or just in general. We like to be flexible, and that hybrid model of working from home and that flexibility is very popular, and it's getting to be very common nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. CommonwealthCoders.com is the place to apply. Laura
Yes,
Torres, the program manager. She's a very nice person. She will be there to answer your questions, to guide you along the way. I would recommend filling out the interest form right now, right this second. Pull it up, fill it out, because you never know. And no obligation. Laura promises she will not harass you if you decide not to do the class, but it's essential to apply now because time is running out to register for this particular group.
absolutely. Very well said. Thank you.
All right. Well, Laura, thank you so much for joining us for this special edition of Workforce Watercooler. We were able to make some adjustments. You'll notice I'm in I'm in the matrix right now somewhere in some office that nobody is using. But again, thank you for all your information. I think it is a wonderful program, and I hope that some of the information that we shared today will influence someone so that they take that step, fill out the interest form and see what happens.
Definitely. I encourage you as well. I look forward to speaking with you.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode of Workforce Watercooler, and we invite you to join us again next time. Thanks. See ya.